Hi everyone, welcome back for A Hold a Sentence. This is for story 2 in your Ditty book, and the book is In the Sun, and it's just a perfect story for today because it has been such a lovely sunny day. So hopefully you've been outside enjoying some of the sunshine, whether it's in your garden or on your walk, and hopefully it'll stay nice for a couple of days for us. So remember, my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn. When it's your turn, be sure to say it out loud every single time because that will just help us to learn it and remember it for when it comes to writing. So my turn. It is fun to play in the sun. It is fun to play in the sun. It is fun to play in the sun. Okay, and we're looking for today, just like before, capital letters at the start of our sentence. Now, the first word that I heard was it. So that means we need a capital I. Now, that's when it's a very important one. For our capital I, it just looks like this one here. So if you need to pause the video so that you can have a practice before your sentence, please do now, and you can have a little look. And it's going to be, it is fun to play in the sun. So we need our capital letter at the start of our sentence. We also need finger spaces between each of the words. Now let's check how many finger spaces we're going to need. It is fun to play in the sun. It, finger space. Is, finger space. Fun, finger space. To, finger space. Play, finger space. In, finger space. The, finger space. Sun. So there's quite a lot of finger spaces that we need today. So we need our finger spaces. At the end of our sentence, can we remember the action? Ha. We need a full stop. And remember this new one that we've got, read it again. So once we've all done our sentence at the end, we'll get our pointing finger, we'll go back to the start and we can read it together. My turn. It is fun to play in the sun. It is fun to play in the sun. Let's have a look at some tricky words and things that we might need. So one red tricky word that we've got today is this one over here. And can you remember what it is? We have done it before. To. It is fun to play in the sun. I've popped this one over here as well because if you are in my Read Writing group, we have done this one before. It is green. It's not a red tricky word, so you should be able to spell it out with your red fingers. So with me. P-O-A. Play. That's our special friend's A right there. I'm going to leave those ones up just in case you need to use them at any point when you're doing your writing. Last time. It is fun to play in the sun. Write it. Let's have a look how we got on then. Having a look at our sentences. First thing we need to check for, have we got a capital letter? Have you got your capital I at the start of your sentence? If you do, give yourself a tick. Up next, finger spaces. Double check, have you remembered your finger spaces between each of the words? If you have, pick one and give yourself a tick. Full stop at the end. Go right to the end of your sentence. You should have a nice little full stop just there. If you do, give yourself a tick. And our last one, read it again. Let's get our pointing fingers ready. We'll pop it on our first word and off we go. It is fun to play in the sun. Good job. 3 ticks today. If you got all 3, pat on the back. If you got 2, pat on the head. And if you got 1, give yourself a finger clap. Now, I do have a challenge for you today, and it's to do with our special friends sound A. A. Fred fingers with me. We'll have a practice, but then I'd like you to write down these words, and if you can do the little dots when it's just one sound and underline when it's a special friend. My turn. A. Me. So we'd have one dot under the but we put the A together and underline. Me. Up next. P-O-A. Play. S-T-A. Stay. S-P-R-A. Spray. If you could write down those words and do your dots and dashes for when you spot special friends, you could take a picture and you could pop it on the Google Classroom. Our sentence today was also, it is fun to play in the sun. So you could leave a little comment to let us know how you had fun in the sun today because it is such a sunny day. See you next time.